Right. Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are good. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. So the last time we had a session, I think it was last week, Tuesday. Yeah. So it's about a week ever since we last had a session. So today is a Thursday. And we were supposed to actually have a session yesterday, but because of power shortage, we didn't have power this side, so I was unable to um, do a session. I didn't want to do a session for like 30 minutes or less than an hour, and we'll be cut off because of the battery. Yeah. Otherwise, I want to say thank you for you guys for coming in. I hope you're having a good morning where you are. And let's now head over to prayer. Let's pray and then head over to our usual daily routine to provide, so we know that you are going to give us good signals that we can take advantage of and be able to give you the glory and honor that you deserve. We give you praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. So you will forgive me. There are some kids around, so in the background you may hear some noise. But you'll forgive me about that. Otherwise, there's a challenge I've encountered this morning as I opened MT5. It still lost all my previous analysis. So currently, we're going to be starting afresh. That's one thing I hate whenever it happens. And I think this time I should leave MT5. Why don't we start using the leave X? Let me hear from you if we should start using the leave X, because now I'm tired of this thing, MT5 losing my data whenever the analysis. I don't know what causes it. I'm yet to understand it. So I think I should leave alone this MT5 for now because it is giving me a hard time. So I'm going to make a poll. MT5. All right. So I've just made a poll there. You guys can go ahead and do what? You can go ahead and vote on what you guys think we can do, because I'm starting to get frustrated with the MT5. Now I've lost data, but the LiveX, I think it is an online thing, so it can at least keep saving everything that I do without having to worry about that analysis data getting lost out of nowhere. So yeah, that is a poll that I've put there, so you guys can go ahead and use it to do what? To vote for what we can actually go ahead with. I will still do the same poll on WhatsApp on the channel, so you guys, let's be ready. I'll put the same poll on the WhatsApp the WhatsApp channel. All right, so let's now see how we can work with what we have right now, because we're already in MT5, so let's just use MT5 for today. Then we'll wait for the results of the poll, then we will follow that. All right, so so crash 500. I can't tell you where we stopped at because I don't have last previous data, but I can restart afresh, analyzing and see what's happening. So I have something like that. Something like that. So we know, according to weekly, CCI is showing us buy, I mean sales. CCI is showing us sales. So if that is the sales that we should be looking for daily, let's look at daily. Of course, daily is also showing us sales, and we have an opportunity to enter sales according to daily time frame. Why? Because price came here to give us a lower high right here. This was a lower high, so that was created to mitigate, came back to this order block right here. It came back to this daily OB. So that's why the sale is on. Those who love trading according to daily time frame, you should enter right now. According to H4 on the other hand, price according to CCI was showing us that is showing us that we should be looking for buys, but you don't have to follow the indicator if it is not aligning with price action. You should follow price action. So this is what we are seeing. This is break-up structure. So this should be like a retest to continue selling. Remember, down below we have the trend line, so price is looking at coming back to this trend line. That's what we are anticipating. So if we know that, then we could go to H1, look at H1 what it has. So H1, there might be some more room to probably come to this fair value gap or to that order block, and then later on come back right here. Once it comes back about that level right there, then we anticipate sales. Yeah, that is for on H1. So for H1, this is a level that the pullback is most probably going to be anticipated from. So having seen that, I can go to HM15 and see that the sales are on to push for this that we are looking for, then come back there, then come again down. So that is a plan that I'll be looking at. Why is a sell on? This was a proper and clear double top right there, a break-up structure. Now this was a break-up structure here, came here to give us a lower high, and now it's continuing to come down below. So there's a possibility of it coming down all the way here, all the way there to that OB, or just waiting for H1 to come to this very OB right there. So you need to wait, and we'll see what happens later. Just wait for what happens later on. So that's how I'm seeing crash 500. I don't know about you guys, how you're seeing it, but that's for sure what I'm likely to do. The general trend is a sell. That is just a pullback. It had reached the retest level on CCI. That's why we saw this move to go and create a lower high. Now we are looking for this very move to come and give us a new lower low because we are selling. All right. So now that that is said, I will wait on M15. I can sell, but I don't wait for buys here. Push for these buys back here according to H1. That's what we'll be looking for. We cannot just continue selling like that. There's a retest that should be anticipated later on. So that's what we'll be looking at according to H1. Once we have it, just like how we had right here, it was selling, then it retested, then it came full swing to sell. That's the same thing I'll be anticipating even right here, even right here. Yeah. So retest, reaching here, then going to a buy, then come in with a sell. This sell will be I'll be looking for. I'll be looking at it on such a level. I think I've said a lot. That is boom, crash 500. Now let's head over to boom 1,000. Boom 1,000. Boom 1,000. So boom 1,000. Wow. Weekly. Let's look at weekly. We have a break of structure right here to give us a new higher high. So new higher high, low high, going to give us a retest. Then this should be pushing for this should be pushing for a new higher high right about there, because we don't have previous data for a high. That means this can be taken like this. This is a current data right here. It's a current data right there. Then I can do it just like this. And now, once I have that like that, once I have that like that, then I know that there's that kind of movement it is giving according to a daily weekly time frame. So if I go to daily time frame, I know that the general trend is a buy, and even CCI is confirming that on the daily that we are buying like heavily. So we've reached the retracement level according to daily. It means that there's gonna be a retracement anticipated. Why? Because we reached that order block. Now this order block will become a resistance level for us, because it is holding up right there. So it's no longer an order block, now it is a resistance level. So knowing that we can now go to H4, look at the selling opportunity. All right, so when you do that, according to H4. That is what we are seeing. According to CCI, we haven't reached overbought, meaning there's still some more pull that we may anticipate. So we may see this pull that we are looking for according to H1 or M15. So let's go to M15. M15, yeah, that pull is likely to happen there, to push back, then come in strongly with a retracement according to daily time frame. With a retracement according to daily time frame. So H4 is yet to reach oversold, overbought. H1 we are already selling, but we are consolidating where we are currently. We are in a consolidation right there. So what do we do? This is just I can't trade something like this. All I can say is just wait. Just leave this and wait, because there's an anticipation to pull back there and then come in with a sell. But if you don't see it coming in with a sell, then we don't have an entry. If it doesn't come back here, then you don't have an entry. You wait for lower low to be created and anticipate a new lower high, then you can enter on the lower high once it is created. Other than that, I have no entry. That means I have no business with it right now. But if it somehow gets enough momentum and breaks this resistance level that we've seen on daily time frame, then the pullback will not be anticipated. We will continue with the buy, because the buy is a general trend to push price to that level right there, the upper trend line. I think that is it on Boom of 1000. Let's now head over to Boom 500. We roll. I hope my sound is clear, although my voice is not. Although my voice is not, I hope my sound is clear. You can hear me properly. Yeah. Now let's head over to Boom 500. So Boom 500. Like I said, I lost MT5 lost all the data, so I'm starting from afresh. I don't have the previous analysis we last used, so I'm starting everything afresh. I wonder how it takes everything and then leaves some of these still on, like this horizontal trend line. I'm just wondering, and all these other trend lines right here. It's just, I just don't know how it does it. So it has some bugs, I believe so. So this is Boom 500. Let's check. This is weekly time frame. Weekly time frame. We are looking at the general trend is a sell. That's it. That's for sure. General trend is a sell. Where did the sell start from? When this previous low, actually not that, this was taken out right there, and then started to sell. Yeah. So now we know why the sell is on. So there is nothing we can anticipate other than sells according to weekly. If we go to daily time frame, we've been selling. Yeah. Let me see. And just need this. Look at that. Okay. So look at this. Okay. So according to daily, this is an interesting level right here. This is an interesting level right there. It is even going to be reaching that level. So we can do this. This is going to, let me just have it like that. That's an interesting level right there according to daily time frame. We can have it like that. we know that we are looking for sales according to weekly, although daily is signaling buys according to CCI. So let's see. Let's continue and see on H4. H4 says we should be looking for sales. H4 is in for sales. So do we have sales yet? Let's look at that. Not yet. The sales that we're looking for are these. This move that brought us into consolidation is what we'll be looking for. So now that we know that there's going to be that shift, that move. This whole move is advisable right there. So I may have those drawn like that. And now go to H4. Look at, this was just like a pullback and the sale has started again. I'm looking at what I have in H1. Why do I have to wait? I should be entering sales right here. So let me just put my 5 there and enter a sell. I'll be looking for my stop loss right here. I'll be looking for my TP right about there. That will be my first TP. Until I see a breakout, then I can make another entry to continue the sales. But otherwise, according to H1, this is a sell. I haven't seen what is on H15, but I want to follow what I've seen on H1. Yeah, I've followed what is on H1 being a sell to take me right here. Remember always to use stop losses so that you limit your risk exposure. All right, so that is an entry on H1 that I've decided to make. And now we wait for the results. Perfect. V25. Please, there is a poll that is ongoing. You can see it there. We are looking at shifting the platform from MT5 to Believe X so that we can have the data safe and we don't encounter the same thing we've encountered several times now. So this business of losing our analysis, our previous analysis, probably may have a solution with it when we use Believe X. So just let me know what you think is best by engaging into the poll, and you select whichever you think is good and you can go with between the MT5 and the X. Boom, we are looking at Vol 25 right now. Vol 25 1S. Vol 25 1S. So let's look at weekly. So currently I may have this drawn like that, and that's where we are currently. According to CCI, I should be looking for sales. We reached the retracement level according to CCI right here. We reached the retracement level. Then we saw that pullback, which came back all the way to the resistance level right there, or the order block. This was the order block right here, so price came back to that. So having seen that, I believe that now there's no other reason for me to hold on to sales. Let me confirm that with daily, and if I go to daily, it's a clear confirmation to sell according to daily. Yeah. This was the thing. We started selling right here. This was a break of structure right there. Actually, it was a change of character. Selling started. Then consolidation came in. A pullback to retest that level came in. Now, according to daily, we see that we reached overbought right here. and the sales started again where we are currently. So are we in for sales? Because we are in for sales according to weekly. This is when we touched overbought and started to sell, then reached the retracement level of CCI, then went back to retest the previous high. Then according to daily now, we can see the previous candle, which was yesterday's candle, was a sell. Today's candle started as a buy. Is it going to close as a buy? We don't think so. Why don't we think so? Why don't I think so? Because H4 is already giving us a double top right there. This is going to be a change of character once it is broken right here. So what do we do? Do we enter now or do we wait? From what I've seen on daily and weekly, I can choose to enter now. I can choose to enter now. Mark the words I'm using. I can choose, but I can choose after seeing what is on these other time frames. H1 is selling. M15 is looking at a retest. Yes, this is the other leg of the M, so that means the retest is going on. When you see H1, all right, and M30, yes, it has used M30 there as the order block. So this is a pullback according to M30, looking at coming back to this probably a fair value gap or to that OB. Either way, this is the right level to anticipate your entry, and then you come in with your sales. I will leave this where it is currently on M30, yeah, and that's what I'll be waiting for to make my sell entries on V25-1S. That's what I'll be waiting for. I think that's it for me on this very asset. Once I have a perfect signal to enter my sales, I will not hesitate, because this is what we are looking at on almost 4 time frames. On almost 4 time frames. Alright, so that's it for me right here. I have no other business with it. I will leave it at M30. Alright, V75. Let's look at V75. So V75, we know we reached this level, which was we had a breakout on the weekly order block. If we went to this other side, this is the order block, and we had a breakout right here. This was last that was the order block right there on the weekly, the last order block there, and we had a breakout right there. We had a breakout, but then we had that pullback into there, and we've been consolidating according to weekly right there. If we go to daily, that's what has been happening. So I can choose to delete this now. I don't need it. I know we had a breakout, so the breakout is right here. This was a breakout structure, went ahead to create a new lower low on daily time frame. This was like a breakout on weekly time frame, this here, because that's where we see the order block, the weekly order block. This is another breakout structure on daily time frame. Kept on doing that, then the momentum reduced, and here we see a change of character right here. That's how we see a change of character on daily time frame. And what do we see now? A pullback to change of character. A pullback to change of character according to daily time frame. Now that gives us an upper hand to anticipate buys, to anticipate the uptrend. So all I can do now is do this. This is a change of character. I can delete it. I can delete it. Now that's what is happening. There's going to be an anticipation of this move once price probably comes back to this OB. I'm looking at that OB. Yeah, I'm looking at that OB right there. So there's going to be probably a pullback when it does that. But still we can take advantage of it within the the range that it is in. So this was a clear double bottom, and this was a change of character right there on H4. So you can say that was your entry, but again you didn't have enough confirmation to make unless if you had entered on a sniper entry on this very trend line after seeing a double bottom there. You would have made a nice entry, but we've reached a retracement level. So here what do? I can enter my sales. Why do I have to enter sales? Because M15, I mean CCI, is confirming that sell. CCI is confirming that sell right here, right there. That is a level. So if I go to M15, this is a clear double top right here on M15, or it is an M formation. I don't have to wait for anything. That is an M formation. So I enter my sell. I don't have to wait. I enter my sell, put my stop loss right there, and look for my TP just about here. That is what I'll be looking for. Yeah. If I can go back to candlesticks, that's what I'll be looking for as my first TP. Just about there. Just about there. So that's what I'll be looking for. I don't see, where's my stop loss? This is my stop loss. Yeah, there. So that's, you've seen the reason I've made my entry. You've seen the reason that I've made my sell entry. Needs to be above that candle there. So that's the reason why, because it is an M formation, it has given me that. So I'll be looking for that. And in fact, I can make several entries. I can make several entries of this kind of sell. I can make several entries right here. Yeah. All right. So that is this is what? This is V75. One may ask, why have I not wait? Why didn't I wait for what? For this to reach there? Reason is we haven't seen this level touch the oversold. It means the sell is still on. We touched the overbought right here. We touched overbought right here, but we didn't touch the oversold. So this cannot be the reason that holds you back to enter the sell. So the sell has to come in to reach the oversold. I hope you understand that. So that is a good trade for us. Please, when you see some profits and you're comfortable with them, take them. Don't hold for so long unless if you are a swing trader and you know how to swing. Yeah. And unless if you have a big account and you know how to make swings. Those who have attended our mentoring classes, you know how we do this, how we can do the swing trades. All right, apart, I think this is it. I have no other business with this. I'm not going to M15 to look for a confirmation. The confirmation is already here on H1, so that is a trade that I can't hesitate to wait for a breakout here. I should have waited for that, but I'm not going to wait for the breakout right here because of the M formation that I saw right there. All right. V50. V50. Oh, sorry guys. Good morning. Good morning, Felix. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Robina. Good morning, Julius. Good morning, Levi. I hope you guys are good and you are having a good time with me right here. So let's continue with V50. V50. So V50 weekly. All right, perfect. Perfect. The general trend is a sell. We know that for sure. So if we know that, I was like a double top right there. We haven't seen the change of character yet. This is a previous low. Yes, high and low. Yeah, this is a previous low. It hasn't been taken out yet, so we wait for that. According to weekly, as we are waiting for that, this may be the last of the right here, which is acting like as a support currently. So once we know this, we can head over to daily and look at what is happening. Daily shows us that we are actually have reached oversold. This was a good trade. This right here was a good trade. Good double top right there. Look at that. Look at that. Never had a retest. It was uninterrupted for like a week or two. So that was a good trade for swing traders. Now I can delete this. Just come here, look at this support level. Look at that support level according to daily. You can delete this, the weekly one. Once you have that now, go to H4, see if you have a confirmation for you to make an entry, and I believe I do. That is a clear double bottom, but is it the momentum is a bit low. Let me see if we have enough momentum on H1. Not really. So all I can do now is to maybe go to M15 and see what is happening. This is still having low momentum. So the buy is on, but it has low momentum. So what do? I wait for the breakout right here. That is what I will do. I will just wait for a breakout on that previous lower high, which will now become like a neckline, or you can call it a change of character if it is broken. So this is going to be my neckline. I'll be waiting for this trade. Those who have studied, who have enrolled at a certain point in the mentorship class with me, you know how we trade double tops. So you can wait for that entry right there. That will be like your overall focus, but of course you'll be having some other TP levels like here, like there. So depending on what you need, and you can aim for that. But now this is going to be a no-go for me because of what I'm seeing on the low momentum. Because of the low momentum, if it didn't have a low momentum, I would have immediately entered this trade, but there's a possibility of it consolidating a bit more right here before it breaks out, before it breaks the previous lower high here. So that's why I've hesitated to make an entry right there. All right. Jump second last is jump 25. Jump 25. Jump 25. So jump 25, first go to weekly. Let's see. Okay, we reached that support level, meaning sales are on and they are confirmed with the CCI right there. Yep. So if we know that sales are a bit confirmed, we haven't seen momentum to continue to break out on the previous high there, so that we can continue with the sell. With the buy. So the confirmation for the sales is on. Let's now head over to daily. Daily is selling already, and it is evident by the by seeing price below 10 MA there, but there is that resistance right there. There's that resistance right there. So if we see that kind of resistance right there, we can choose to take advantage of price within the range right there, and we trade within the range. So how do you do this? According to H4, we should be selling. According to daily, we should be selling. Of course, according to weekly, we should be selling. So once I see on H4 that I should be selling, and haven't touched oversold yet, I reached a certain level, which was like, let me understand this, which was like a support level on H4 right there. I saw a pullback, but then it was short-lived, never went all the way up. It may go all the way up to the other trend line, but it may not, because price is already below 10 MA. So if I go to H1, I see price is still in a buy trend according to H1. So meaning the buys may come in, and yes, M15 confirms that the buys are on. So if the buys are on, are they on for some good time, or they are on just as a retracement? That's what we are about to understand. So these it's going to be just a retracement on H1 and H4. There's liquidity left back here. It was grabbed, but not that much. So there is an anticipation of price coming there, grab that, then come in with a sell, and probably this will gain enough momentum to even break out of this daily range, of that daily range, because that is a rising wedge according to daily time frame. So we may anticipate that breakout once price gets to that level right there. Once price gets to that level right there, we may anticipate now enough momentum to come and actually break out, and we continue with the sell just like how we want on H4, D1 and weekly. Yeah, so now I can enter my buys according to M15, I believe. So yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I should. This should be 2 right here. Enter buy, auto stop loss just below right here. I have a feeling I may be taken out, but I'm looking for this kind of move right here. That is a move I'm looking for. That is the trade I'm looking for. Breakout to take me up there. Why? Because it has reached oversold. On these other levels it had not reached, so it has reached oversold. So I'm looking at that enough momentum to break through this level and get that liquidity on that order, on that fair value gap. That's the reason why I've entered that. Once I reach that level, I will be looking for sales to bring me down below according to H4 and daily and even weekly time frame. All right, so I will leave this at H1 and now look at jump 10 as our last asset. Jump 10. So weekly, jump 10, jump 10, jump 10. Jump 10 is like that. Current data is also showing me this. Is also showing me that current data is showing me that. Let me understand this on daily time frame. So if it is showing me that on daily time frame, this is current data right here. I had a breakout. But this was a falling wedge. This was a falling wedge. This was a fake breakout. So now it has gone back inside, meaning the buys are on. They will come with enough momentum to break through and continue buying. All right. Yeah, because that means this touched there. So that's now confirmed. So if this is the case, then this is a high, low, high, then this is a low, then this also becomes our trend line right here. Now we have it like that. Okay, so that is, it hasn't reached a retracement level yet, meaning it may come again. So if we go to daily, there's a possibility of it coming back again right down below. Okay, so if I know that, it means I don't have an entry. I'm looking at what I have here in H4. There's no momentum, even though I had wow, this is a no-go for me. I can't trade something that looks like this. Can't trade something that looks like this. let's see, this is tricky. This is very tricky. So according to H1, we're having a rising wedge, meaning this move is likely to be seen, or this move right here is likely to be seen at a later stage, and this will be bringing us where? Let's look at daily. That will be bringing us back to the trend line. So it will be bringing us back to this very trend line, like I told you. So you to enter a buy is risky. There's a possibility of that very sell move to bring us back to this very trend line. Once we reach the trend line, this trend line, then the buy will be evident and will be there's nothing that will be holding us to enter them. But right now, there's something that you can do, and I think now the sell is very evident according to H1. Let's leave on M15. No, it's evident on M1. I can enter my sell right here. Now this is a risky entry. I don't advise anyone to enter it. The reason why I'm entering this is, one, I have a rising wedge and I have prices below my 10 MA. That is one. That is the second option. The other thing is there's a formation of some M formation right there, but the major thing is having seen price below my 10 MA and knowing that I'm looking for that kind of move to reach the downward trend line. That is the reason why I've decided to enter this trade. Then fourth confirmation for me was this CCI being overbought. So that's the reason why I've chosen to make an entry here. I'm going to put a tight stop loss just right about there. The stop loss, it must be above all the way up there, but I want to have a limited risk. So that's why I will put it just above there. Yeah, in fact above this candle right there. I'll be looking for my TP all the way to this level right here. Even though I know it should be coming all the way to this downward trend line, which is a daily, a weekly trend line right here. That's where we are coming back to. So until then, I've made my entry and I will accept the loss that I will incur if it goes against me. But looking at where we are, higher chances are it's not going to come back to that level again. I think that's it for today. Now we can do a recap and look at what we have talked about today. So recap. So we started with crash 500. The pullback has started, just like we talked about. That pullback buy. In fact, you can choose to make a trade. Is it yet? It didn't touch where I wanted it to touch. It may not. Let me see on M5. Yeah, it's likely not to do so. M5, it has given you a double bottom right here. So it's likely not to reach this level right here. So the pullback is on. What you can do is you can take a risk and enter this buy, or you can wait for the sell. Like I told you, you can wait for a sell right there. So what is it going to be? A sell, or you can enter this short buy and then come in with a sell later. So let me see. 5 minutes, 10 minutes have already passed, and 15, and 15, and 15. And 5. Let me wait for another spike. If there's no other spike that happens on M5, then I will not enter this trade. That's how I do it. All right, so that is crash 500. Boom 1000. Boom 1000. Let's look at daily. We said we can wait for this move right here and then come in with a sell. Is it going to happen? I said that if it doesn't happen, I'm not entering this trade at all because it has no momentum. So this is a no-go for us now. So until then, remember we are looking for a retracement. I don't know what happened. The general trend is a buy. You need to understand that. According to daily and weekly is a buy. So according to H4, we are looking for a pullback right there, then coming with a sell, then later on continue with a buy. Continue with a buy. So that's something we are looking at. That's something we are looking at. If it gives us that pullback, then we can enter the sell like that, and then later on the buy. But until then, I have no business with it because it has no momentum. Boom 500. We made an entry, and it's still there. It is still there. It hasn't taken us out yet. The reason we entered the sell is simple. It touched that trend line and it made a retracement there, pullback. Now should be coming in to give us a new lower low. That's what we are capitalizing on. So yeah, V25, we looking for a pullback there and come in with a sell. So we said we will look, we will wait for M30. Let's see. Can I enter for that buy, short buy? No. I will wait for the sell there. Once I have it, I will make that buy, that sell to bring me down below here. So that for that, I will just leave it at M30. V2075, it is against me, floating losses, and according to H1, so I will just wait and see what happens for this. But yeah, the sell is coming in, whether we like it or not. The sell is coming in. Just wait a minute. It had touched this level, so it is trying to push to touch that level. Okay, so this is likely to take me out. Let me see on H4. It is likely to take me out, and then yeah, why? Because of this order block. It is likely to take me out. It is likely to take me out because of this OB right here. Maybe looking for that move there, then coming with a sell later. Yeah. Wait. This is now confusing. Oh yes, I did see this. I didn't see that. Wow. Okay. So it's not coming back down. Oh. Let me delete one trade. Let me just delete one trade right here because I've just seen what I missed on the analysis right here. This is what I missed here. Let me see on M15. M15 was showing me a sell, but that sell was that sell is not going to last. I was looking for that pullback on M15, this one right here. But looking at the momentum it has, we are likely to continue with the buy according to the momentum I'm seeing that it is generating on H1 and on H4 actually, not even H1. So let's wait and see. According to M15, we should be expecting some bit of a sell as a pullback. Yeah, so the analysis was based on M30 and M15, not H1 and H4. So that's what we'll be looking for. And see if we get a pullback. Please, if you get a pullback and you're in profits, close, because this is just a pullback. The new trend is a buy. We know that because that's what we are looking at right there. A daily and weekly. Daily is going to be just a pullback to reach here, then continue with a buy. That's what we'll be looking at. V75, V50. This is a no-go because of low momentum, but we wait for the breakout right there, the break of structure or the change of character, whatever you want to call it, the break of the neckline, and then you can make your entry. This is jump 25. It is in floating losses. We are looking for this move to reach there and then come in with a sell. So until then, I have no say. If it comes against me there, I will accept the loss because of the entry I made, M15. Yeah, that one I will just accept it. I'm not changing anything at all. Jump 10, I'm also not changing anything at all. I'm looking for that sell to reach here. So until then, we wait for the results. I don't know if you had a great time, but we will be waiting for these to come through. To make money, the better, because we are here to make for money, not to make losses. So always remember that. Make a plan, follow the plan, and trade according to the plan. If the plan is gone against, make a new plan, trade the same plan, and wait. Just like this now, once it reaches there, unless you have another reason to hold on to enter a sell. But if you don't, and you're seeing all things are aligning to a sell, you don't have anything to hold you back. You don't have to fear anything, because like I said, there is always you have to always trade according to the plan that you've made. If you make a plan and you fear to execute it, then you will always be regretting why you didn't even execute the plan that you had already made. So always make a plan, trade according to the plan. Until the plan is gone against, make a new plan and trade according to that same plan. That very plan that you created. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. I want to let me see the results. MT5 is at 70, 75. I'm not seeing the other. Why can't I see it? Okay. The leave is at 29%. MT5 is at 71%. You guys love MT5. Wow. Okay, so YouTube, MT5 takes the lead with 71%. So let me now do the same on the channel, and we see how we do it, how we will get the results. So for now, MT5 is still leading. So if it still leads on WhatsApp channel, then we'll have no option but to continue with MT5. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. See you tomorrow, same time. Have a nice day, guys.